If you've ever felt that moment of hesitation before standing up, that slight wobble when you turn around in the kitchen, or that feeling that the ground isn't quite as solid as it used to be, I want you to know you are not alone. That feeling is real, and it's your body's way of telling you that the intricate communication system responsible for your stability has started to go quiet. Most people believe the only way to fight this is by doing challenging standing exercises, which can feel risky and frightening when you're already feeling unsteady. This fear can lead to a dangerous cycle. We fear falling, so we move less, and by moving less, our balance systems weaken even further. But what if I told you that the key to rebuilding your confidence and stability doesn't have to start on your feet? What if the safest, most powerful place to begin is from the comfort and security of a sturdy chair? It might sound counterintuitive, but by starting from a seated position, we can wake up the specific muscles and neural pathways for balance without the fear of falling. We can focus purely on the quality of the movement. In this video, I am going to guide you through 3 profound yet simple seated moves. Each one is designed to target a different pillar of your stability: foundational strength, brain-body coordination, and the crucial side-to-side stability that prevents stumbles. This is your first step to reclaiming control. Our first move is the seated knee extension, and it is the definition of foundational strength. It may look simple, but this is the single most important exercise for rebuilding the power in your quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs. Think about what it takes to stand up from a chair, to get out of a car, or to climb a single step. That initial push, that moment of lifting your body against gravity, comes almost entirely from these muscles. When they are weak, your body has to compensate. It might rock forward, use arm rests for leverage, or even strain the lower back. This creates instability from the very first moment of movement. By strengthening the quadriceps directly, in a safe, seated position, we are giving your body back its primary engine for standing and walking. We are ensuring that when you decide to stand, you do so with power and control, not with momentum and hope. Let's do it together, safely. Sit towards the front edge of a sturdy, stable chair, one that won't slide. Place your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Your back should be straight, not leaning against the chair back. Shoulders are back and down. This posture is your stable base. Now, place your hands on the seat of the chair for support. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly and with deliberate control, straighten one leg out in front of you. Focus on squeezing the thigh muscle as you lift. Try to get the leg as straight as you comfortably can, but never, ever lock the knee joint forcefully. Hold it here for just a second, feeling that muscle engage. Now inhale as you slowly lower the foot back to the starting position. The control on the way down is just as important as the lift. That's 1 repetition. Notice we are not swinging the leg. This is a slow, powerful, and mindful movement. Your goal is not speed, it is quality. Let's aim for 8 to 12 repetitions on one leg before switching to the other. If that feels like too much, start with 5. Listen to your body. As this becomes easier over weeks, you can consider adding a very light ankle weight, but only when you have mastered the form and feel no strain. Every time you do this, you are building the strength to stand tall with confidence. Now that we've started to rebuild your foundational leg strength, our next move targets something equally important: your brain-body coordination. Balance is not just about strong muscles. It's about how quickly and efficiently your brain can tell those muscles what to do, especially during complex movements. This is why we are introducing the seated marching and punching exercise. This movement might feel a little like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time, and that's the point. It forces the left and right sides of your brain to communicate, improving your coordination, rhythm, and reactive stability. Think about walking through a crowded supermarket. You have to lift your feet, steer a cart, look from side to side, and maybe even reach for an item on a shelf, all at once. That requires immense coordination. When this skill declines, walking feels less automatic. You have to think about every step, which ironically can make you more unstable. This exercise retrains that automaticity in a completely safe, seated environment. It teaches your body to handle opposite side movements, which is the exact pattern of walking: right arm forward, left leg forward. By practicing this here, you are directly improving your gait, your rhythm, and your ability to stay stable while your body is in motion. Let's begin. Sit tall in your chair, away from the backrest, with your feet flat on the floor, just as before. Your core should be gently engaged to keep your spine straight. First, let's focus only on the legs. Place your hands on your lap. Slowly, as if you are marching in place, lift one knee up towards your chest. Only lift as high as is comfortable, perhaps a few inches off the ground. Then, place that foot back down with control and immediately begin lifting the other knee. Find a steady, gentle rhythm, right, left, right, left. Your torso should remain stable and upright. Now let's add the arms. As you lift your right knee, I want you to make a soft fist with your left hand and punch gently forward, at about shoulder height. As your right foot comes down and your left knee comes up, bring your left arm back and punch forward with your right arm. It's always the opposite arm and opposite leg working in tandem. If this feels too complicated at first, slow it way down. Lift the knee, pause, then punch. Lower both, then switch. The goal is not speed, but creating a smooth, coordinated pattern. Start with 30 seconds of continuous movement and gradually build up to a minute or more. You are not just moving your limbs, you are rebuilding the superhighways of communication between your brain and your body, ensuring you can walk with confident, automatic grace. Our final movement is one that most people have never seen before, yet it targets one of the single greatest risk factors for falls: sideways instability. Think about the most common ways people lose their balance. It's often not from walking straight forward, but from stepping off a curb unexpectedly, walking on uneven ground like a lawn, or being gently jostled from the side. These moments require lateral stability, the ability to control your body from side to side. This stability doesn't come from the big muscles in the front of your legs, but from a deep set of muscles in your core and hips, particularly one called the quadratus lumborum. You can think of these muscles as your internal stabilizers or your anti-tipping system. When they are weak, any small, unexpected sideways shift can feel like a massive push, forcing you to stumble. The seated hip hike is designed to wake up and strengthen these exact muscles in a way that is focused, isolated, and incredibly safe. By mastering this subtle but powerful movement, you are directly training your body to stay centered and solid, building a powerful defense against the stumbles and falls that happen when life comes at you from the side. This exercise requires precision, so let's move very mindfully. Start by sitting on the very edge of your sturdy chair. Your feet should be flat on the floor and your posture tall and straight. To begin, you can use your hands to hold onto the sides of the chair for a little bit of support. Now, without using your hands to push, I want you to focus on your right hip. Imagine a string is attached to your hip bone, pulling it straight up towards the ceiling. Engage the muscles on the side of your torso to lift or hike that right hip up, just an inch or two off the chair. Your right foot may lift slightly off the floor as you do this. It is very important that you avoid leaning your upper body to the left to create this movement. Your shoulders should stay as level as possible. The work should be felt deep in the side of your lower back and core. Hold that lifted position for a brief moment, then slowly and with full control, lower your hip back down to the chair. Now, repeat on the other side, lifting the left hip straight up. You will likely find one side feels stronger or more coordinated than the other. That is completely normal. This is a sign of muscular imbalances that this very exercise helps to correct. Perform this movement slowly, alternating sides, for about 8 to 12 repetitions on each side. As you get more confident, you can try it without holding onto the chair, placing your hands on your hips to truly feel the muscles working. You have just successfully completed 3 of the most targeted and effective seated exercises for reclaiming your stability. You strengthened your foundation with the knee extension, you retuned your coordination with the seated march, and you secured your core with the hip hike. Take a moment to appreciate what you've just done. You have actively sent a powerful signal to your body and your brain that you are back in control. But the most important part of this journey is what happens next. The true magic is not found in doing these exercises perfectly one time. It is found in the quiet consistency of doing them every single day. Just 5 to 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Make it a non-negotiable part of your morning routine, perhaps while your coffee brews, or in the evening while you watch the news. This daily practice is an investment in your future, in your independence. Imagine, just a few weeks from now, feeling that solid strength in your legs as you stand up from the dinner table without needing to push off with your hands. Picture yourself walking across the lawn to get the mail with a smoother, more confident stride. Feel that sense of security when you have to turn quickly to answer the door. These small daily victories are what build a life of freedom and reduce the fear that may have been holding you back. You have the power to create this reality. So, if you are committing to yourself and to this practice, I want you to go to the comment section right now and write, "Confident from my chair." Your comment creates a wave of inspiration for others who are starting this journey, and it lets me know that you are with us. And if this video was helpful, please consider sharing it with a friend, a parent, or a loved one who might be struggling silently and could benefit from these safe movements. Finally, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell. Why? Because our very next video is a direct response to your needs. It will be a full 10-minute follow-along routine using these exact 3 exercises. You won't have to remember a thing. You can just press play and move with us every day. Remember, your body has an amazing ability to adapt and strengthen at any age. You are not done, you are just getting started. Stay strong, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.